Hey everyone, day 18 of the Las Vegas coronavirus shutdown, lockdown, whatever you want to call it. Just wanted to hop on real quick. Had a food mission to run, so I'm going to go run my food mission. But I wanted to hop on to discuss something I posted last night. Last night I reposted a picture of, which everyone's seen, a New York City street with a bunch of coronavirus globules all over the street. And the caption on it, and I deleted the caption off mine, the caption on it said, "If you could actually see the virus, would you still go out?" And I put it, you can go and look, and you can go read some of the comments, because I haven't deleted them all yet, or deleted the people making them. I got rid of the caption, and I put that that's not how it works, that it's not airborne, and that it was fake news. Holy cow, I received a ration of crap yesterday for the first time since I've been on Facebook, and that's been 3 years. Basically, I think the misunderstanding is coming from, one, people getting their memes, getting their news from Facebook memes or memes, whatever they're called, and from news that says, experts say. What does that mean? Experts say, experts predict. Who are these experts? If that's where you're getting your news from, trust me, it's purely anecdotal. If you're getting your news from a celebrity psychiatrist, or, you know, Dr. Phil, or a celebrity doctor on his take on the spread, he's not on the front lines. So, you know, garner your 15 minutes of fame, whatever the case may be. But as of right now, the fact remains, it is not an airborne virus. Plain and simple. The World Health Organization says there is no proof whatsoever that it's an airborne virus. If you go outside, you are not going to be swimming in a sea of corona. It's just not true. And I posted that, and people are fighting with me. Okay, people wished I got coronavirus for saying that. People, right now, a few minutes ago, someone called me an idiot. Someone called me crazy. I received private messages telling me I hope I get coronavirus, that I'm out there killing people because I'm not inside my house, and all this other nonsense. You know what? I got a special shout out to you people. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciated you showing your true colors as to who you really are. And I'm glad I don't have to deal with you anymore, because if that's the way you feel and that's the way you behave, AMF. And a lot of you old school people know exactly what AMF means. So AMF to all those people. I'm sure I got deleted by a bunch, and I deleted a bunch, because, you know, don't come at me with experts say, with no sources. I quoted the World Health Organization. I quoted back articles people were sending me, where in their very articles trying to prove that it's an airborne thing, it's saying that it's not. As of right now, the World Health Organization says that it is not airborne. It is not airborne. The people who are trying to prove it's airborne have admittedly said it will take years to know if it is. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't. Someone accused me of saying that it's a hoax. I never said it was a hoax. This is real shit. Corona. I never said it's the flu. You know, and I liked how people were putting words in my mouth and all that. I usually don't get on here and rag, but I'm going to rag. I really don't care, because I was annoyed by some people yesterday. And I'm going to call you out on your stupidity if you continue to do it. Anyhow, that I said that it's a flu. I never said it was a flu. I have made references to the fact that the flu, the common flu, kills over 50,000 people in the United States every year. I didn't say the coronavirus was the flu. I just made a comparison in terms of mortality. The mortality rate of the common flu is approximately 7% of all people who get hospitalized for related symptoms, which is far less than the coronavirus. I'm not saying that doesn't mean I'm not taking it seriously. That doesn't mean I'm saying it's a hoax. That doesn't mean I'm saying it's the flu. It doesn't mean I'm saying anything. I'm just putting out a perspective. You know, I made another comment in another thread that 310,000 people a year die in car accidents. So should we stop driving cars to prevent car accidents? No. You take proper precautions when you go and drive your car. And the cars are getting safer. We have airbags, we have crumple zones, we have better seat belts. And those are the type of precautions. We look both ways. We don't run through yellow and red lights. Those are precautions. Same thing apply here. I'm taking precautions. I'll flip this around and show everyone that I got a mask on, I'm in my own car. But the fact remains is it's not airborne. Can it become airborne? Possibly. Is it airborne when it's expelled from someone who has coronavirus? Yes. The worst place to be is in a closed environment with no ventilation, with hard surfaces, with someone who's already exhibiting or not exhibiting coronavirus symptoms. That's a fact. That's established. That's the way it is. It's not floating around the air randomly, and I even put in my post, freely airborne. I understand the English language very well, and I chose my words very carefully. So it is not a freely airborne thing, and it's not alive. I made that statement yesterday too, and I was railed on for that. The coronavirus is not living. It's not a bacteria. It's not a creepy crawly. It's not a housefly. It's an inert organism. It's a protein molecule surrounded by a lipid fat shell that disintegrates on its own. And that's it. It's not living. It's not seeking you out. It's not, finding its way out of a crack in a window in a hospital and multiplying in space and floating around in the air and coming to get you. That is something from a movie. That is not what's happening right now. Just plain and simple. That's fear-mongering to believe that. Stay at home because you're going to die. Do you know, people, that the safest place you can possibly be right now is outdoors by yourself? It is by far the safest place to be. Our own Governor Sisolak, he's not a doctor, he's just a politician. He said, go outside. He didn't say, he said, go outside, go for a walk, go for a hike, go for a bike ride. Just keep away from other people. The safest place to be right now is outdoors by yourself, where you're not swimming outdoors in a sea of corona that we got to encapsulate ourselves in the home. Because I'll tell you what, an enclosed area with limited ventilation and hard surfaces is the most dangerous situation you can place yourself in. If there's someone in your house that has it, everyone's probably going to get it. It's just a fact. And someone said, oh, then why are all the medical professionals wearing masks? Because they have to. They're in direct contact with people who are infected. So of course they have to wear masks. Duh. But that doesn't mean that you can't walk outside your door, people. You're not going to get jumped. They're not Crips and Blood Corona out there looking to get you. If you step outside your door, it's a fact. So this whole airborne thing, and if you could see them and all the rest of that, it's nonsense. I understand the panic, I understand the fear, I get it. I'm not taking it lightly. I take precautions. My car is hyper clean. My house is hyper clean. I actually have a procedure that I go through when I get home. When I'm done with this mission, which is to buy some food, I'm gonna come home. I am gonna wash the packages it came in. I'll tell you, I'll do more than the people who are ordering out. I'll tell you that much. When you go to Starbucks and get your coffee with that paper cup, there's more of a chance that you're gonna pick up something from that paper cup than what I'm doing right now. because it lives on soft surfaces quite a long time. So you can't wash that paper cup. But I could wash all the packages that I'm going to get tonight. So I have a procedure. I'm going to take what I bought, I'm going to wash it. I take my clothes off in a little mud room before I come in. They go into a plastic bag, they get cleaned, they get sanitized. I wash the knobs, wash the handles. I got my little thing going on. But I'll tell you what, I have OCD tendencies. I've been doing that forever. So this is norm. Welcome to my world. I've been using hand sanitizer and avoiding shaking people's hands for as long as I can remember. So welcome to my world, everyone. You know, me and Monk, remember Monk, that show? You know, we're sitting back nodding our heads right now. Thank you, people figured out hand washing. About time. You know, someone posted a comment that said, oh, 20 seconds is a long time to be washing your hands. I'm just like, ew, kind of gross. I go to gyms. I go to public gyms. I see dudes with their gym bags next to the shitter while they're going on the floor. And then they bring that to their house and put it on their couch? That's nasty. So I'm glad that people are taking hygiene seriously right now. That is awesome. So I'm in love with that. But like I said, I have my procedure. Everyone has to have their procedure for their sanitation, their disinfecting, and all that. I got mine down. So I'm good to go. As far as, like I said, I just wanted to hop on here. I wanted to thank everyone who showed me their true colors yesterday. I want to thank everyone who didn't want to participate in a civil conversation about whether the coronavirus is airborne. I want to thank all the people that put articles, yeah, Howie Mandel, he even shaved his head to keep that stuff away. So yeah, so did I. So I understand. Anyway, so I want to thank everyone who took the time to show their true colors, to myself and to everyone else, to all the people who wished I got corona in my private emails and in my public statements. I appreciate that too, but it won't be a corona that gets me. Anyhow, and I just wanted to thank everyone who stayed tuned, and I want to thank everyone who's willing to have a civil conversation. And that's what we should be having. You know, I don't dislike you or dislike anyone on this planet just because I disagree with something that they say or they believe. That is the height of ignorance. You know, perhaps I might learn from someone with a different opinion than my own. Perhaps that person can learn from me. I'm not going to shun somebody, another human being, over who they voted for, or whether they consider it airborne, or what the true definition of airborne is, and, well, you're a stay-at-homer, and you're a go-outsider. I mean, come on. That's just ridiculous. Is that we should be coming together right now as a people, and we should be having civil, relatively educated conversations about these things. That's how we learn. If you're going to quote celebrity doctors who do breast implants as your source of information about the coronavirus, I'm not going to take that all too seriously. If you're going to use the headline of an article to prove a point and not read the article, I'm going to fairly dismiss that argument, because the headline, it's called clickbait. If they do not come up with a good headline to grab your attention, people will not read the article. So now people are using clickbait titles. Experts say there's going to be 2 million dead by Thursday. It's a clickbait title. That's not the news itself. If you're using a clickbait title to prove a point, no. I'm not going to have that educated conversation with you, because you're already shut down. You're already not open to the conversation. If you're not going to read the article, I research. I don't claim to know anything. I'm just a freaking guy, you know, doing my thing. I don't claim to know anything, but I'll tell you what, I read Johns Hopkins every day. I read the World Health Organization site every day. I read Stanford University's site every day. I read what the Surgeon General has to say every day. I listen to the news conferences every day. I'm not getting news from Facebook and my friend's cousin's brother who knows a guy who's... no. No, that's not the basis for a conversation. Educate yourselves, please. I'm trying to do my best. I appreciate if other people do theirs. And let's have normal conversations about this stuff and learn from each other and learn from different experiences. I passed some information along about the World Health Organization was calling, said that it's not airborne because they said it's SARS-CoV-2. Said, oh, see, we're not even talking about the same thing. Had they read the article, the World Health Organization, that's what they call COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2. It's this one and the same. But people don't go out and research. So, oh, I got them on this one. See, that doesn't apply. No, research, people. It was the same thing. So if you're going to call people out, do your research first. I don't mind getting called out. I learned things. You know, I told someone it's not alive. There's people out there who think coronavirus is a creepy crawly. It's not. It's not bed bugs. It's an inert protein with a lipid shell that disintegrates. You cannot kill it. It's not alive. It disintegrates by itself. Coronavirus lands here. Where are we? Lands here. It's gonna die. And not die, excuse me, I just caught my own thing. It's gonna disintegrate by itself, whether I do anything about it or not. It is that weak. It's a protein in a lipid shell. It's basically like a piece of chicken wrapped in fat. Eventually, it's just going to disintegrate. And that's what happens with this. It's not a creepy crawly. It's not like people are equating it to like being in the ocean with sharks swimming around you, just looking for a way to attack you. It's not like that. It hasn't been proven. Now, don't get me wrong. That might change. It certainly might change. I mean, it might mutate. I'm not discounting that. If something changes, I'm going to talk about it. But as of right now, it is not airborne. It's not out to get you. If you come in contact with someone who has it, yeah, there's problems. If you remain in close confines with someone who has it, whether they're exhibiting symptoms or not, yeah. And oh, let me talk about this real quick, because I forgot what I was driving to do, because I'm kind of wound up right now. But I'm heading back down Charleston. Anyway, masks. Oh, masks aren't protecting you. That mask you're wearing, because I wear basically a ski type mask that you pull up over your face. It's microfiber, it's anti-microbial, it's got some stuff, but people are ragging on the natural mask thing. And what I gotta say that, yep, Charleston, exactly. I just drove back and forth. I'm just cruising right now, but I'm on my way to El Super. Back to El Super because I was turned away about an hour ago because there was too many people trying to get in. So I'm going to give it some time to settle down, heading back. Anyway, the mask isn't to protect you from the coronavirus. Yes, the ones that the doctors are wearing and the face masks, they're designed to protect them because they're in close contact with people actually expelling the virus. So yes, their protective gear is designed to protect them, obviously, PPE. Okay. When you wear a mask for the sake of wearing a mask, like I'm going to wear my mask in like 10 minutes once I jump off this, it's not to protect me. I'm not expecting that, oh, the big bad coronavirus isn't going to make its way through this piece of fabric. That's not the purpose of it. The purpose of a mask is in close proximity to your mouth because it's been proven that not just sneezes and coughs can expel coronavirus. Breath itself in attaching to particulate matter can spread it in close proximity. Still does not mean it's airborne, but it can. So when you wear a mask, even if it's a handkerchief, even if it's toilet paper that you're hoarding, whatever it happens to be, you're not so much protecting yourself as you're protecting everyone around you. And that's the misconception about mask wearing that I see. The doctors and what they're doing is on one level. That has to be protective. They're coming in close contact. When you go out and you wear a mask, even if it's a handkerchief, a bandana, a baklava, whatever they call that I'm wearing, that's me protecting my fellow human being. Because if I happen to be carrying it and not exhibiting symptoms of it, my breath, the particulate, because I'm not coughing, so let's hypothetically say a person who isn't exhibiting symptoms, they're not coughing, they're not sneezing, they're not wheezing, they're not expelling it on a droplet level. If they're a carrier, they are still expelling it on a particulate level by talking and breathing. The mask does its best to trap the particulate. Now, if you cough into it, yes, it's going to go right through. But from a breathing standpoint, you're protecting your fellow human. So it's not the protection that it's offering you. The mask wearing in public, even if it's just a handkerchief, it's you protecting your fellow human beings. And that's the deal with masks. I'm in favor of it. I wear masks out. I don't fear that I have it. I don't fear getting it. I'm hyper cautious, but I still want to, one, respect the people around me, and two, do my best to do my best. And quite frankly, we all wear masks. We all wear masks. We've been doing it our whole lives. Who really knows you except you when you're home alone in front of the TV set with no one watching? So, honestly, getting to wear one in public, I find kind of oddly liberating to be able to wear a mask in public, you know, just eye contact, expressions, you know, that type of stuff. So it's kind of cool to, you know, not wear a, how would you say, a metaphoric mask and wear a physical one. But that's just my take on it. Anyhow, so I'm about to bail. I ran out of things to say. Not really, I never run out of things to say, but I ran out of the things that I wanted to say. So again, a special shout out to all the people who wish coronavirus on me, for showing me their true colors, and for ragging on me for going out to buy chicken. And I want to thank everyone who's been faithful, been reasonable, who's appreciated me, who's supported me, who supports my efforts, who supports these little Facebook lives that I'm doing, and all my other efforts, whether personal or business. I love every single one of you who's supportive, and you know what? I even love the ones of you who are not. That's just the person I am. But I don't know if this broke up or not. Hope everyone's still there. Just had a flicker there. But anyway, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to wish everyone a wonderful day 18 of our shutdown, day 19 tomorrow. And get outside if you want to go outside. Avoid crowds. You know, we're not talking about going to concerts. That would just be dumb. But the safest place to be would be outside, going for a walk right now. So I wish everyone a good night. I think it's Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. So I wish everyone a great Saturday night, and enjoy whatever you're doing, and love your loved ones, and spread peace and spread positivity rather than negativity like I'm trying to do. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.
Make sure it sound right, boys.